The battle for Chinese off-road supremacy has reached a boiling point with the arrival of the plug-in hybrid variants of the GWM Tank 300, High 4T, and BYD's premium spin-off, the Denza B5, known in some markets as the Leopard 5. Both vehicles have recently proved their true 4x4 chops by tackling grueling terrain like Australia's notorious Beer Clock Hill, but they approach the luxury off-road segment from very different angles. Here is how these two heavy-hitting PHEV off-roaders stack up against each other. Interior and luxury. Tank 300, punching well above its price tag, the tank features Nappa leather, 12-way adjustable massaging seats, and aviation-style physical toggles alongside dual 12.3-inch screens. Denza B5 clearly targets the ultra-premium buyer. The cabin feels distinctly upmarket with a massive 15.6-inch center screen, superior noise insulation, and a futuristic center console. However, like many BYD products, almost everything is menu-driven, which can be frustrating when adjusting settings on the fly. Powertrain and performance. Denza B5 features BYD's complex dual-motor setup that acts closer to a pure EV experience. With a massive 400 kilowatts, it pins you back with a 4.8-second 0 to 100 km/h sprint, making it incredibly fast for a boxy off-roader. It also charges twice as fast, 100 kilowatts, as the tank. Tank 300 High 4T relies on a more traditional mechanical four-wheel drive blueprint. It uses a larger 2.0L gas engine paired with a single electric motor pushed through a 9-speed automatic transmission. While slower on paper, its 750 Nm of torque provides instant, seamless low-speed crawling power. Off-road technology and hardware. Tank 300, this is a traditionalist's dream hidden under modern tech. It features a rugged ladder frame chassis, genuine mechanical low-range gearing, and front/rear locking differentials. Because it is lighter than the Denza, it handles muddy ruts and technical rock crawling with less strain on its suspension. Denza B5. The Denza relies heavily on advanced software, offering 16 distinct drive modes and an electronic low-range setup on the rear axle. It offers a plush ride reminiscent of a Land Rover Defender, but its massive weight, nearly 3 tons, cuts its legal payload capacity down to roughly 490 kg, meaning it can quickly become overloaded if you pack heavy overlanding gear. The verdict, which is the best? The value and pure off-road winner, GWM Tank 300 High 4T. If your definition of best comes down to capability per dollar, the Tank 300 is hard to beat. It is significantly cheaper than the Denza, boasts a superior payload capacity for actual camping gear, offers a longer warranty, 7 years unlimited, and relies on proven mechanical 4WD hardware. The tech and luxury winner, BYD Denza B5. If you want a glorified shopping trolley that can also smash sand dunes, the Denza B5 is the pick. It delivers blistering speed, rapid 100 kilowatts DC charging, and a true luxury car vibe. Just keep an eye on your weight limits if you plan on packing it for long remote treks. 4x4 engineering, mechanical versus digital. GWM Tank 300 High 4T, the traditional blueprint. The Tank 300 High 4T functions like a traditional off-roader but with an electric motor integrated directly between the engine and the 9-speed automatic transmission. Real low range, it features a physical transfer case and a mechanical low-range gear set that multiplies torque to all 4 wheels equally. Engine braking, when descending a steep, muddy hill, the Tank 300 utilizes actual engine braking and mechanical gearing to crawl down safely, giving the driver excellent predictable control. Lockers, it features traditional front and rear mechanical differential locks. BYD Denza B5, the hybrid tech marvel. The Denza B5 utilizes BYD's advanced DMO, dual-mode off-road, platform. There is no mechanical connection between the front and rear axles. Instead, computers completely manage the torque distribution. The low-range workaround, because pure dual-motor EVs typically lack low-range gearing, BYD engineered an electrically actuated low-range gear set only on the rear axle. The front axle has no physical low range. Instead, the computer attempts to match the front electric motor's speed and power output to the rear. Hill descents, because it lacks a traditional center transfer case, it offers very little natural engine braking. To go down steep declines safely, you have to rely heavily on its digital creep mode, essentially off-road cruise control, which uses electronic braking to modulate your speed, weight, payload, and touring reality. While the Denza B5 is larger and feels substantially roomier inside, its massive high-tech footprint creates a serious dilemma for remote touring. The weight penalty: the Denza B5 tips the scales at a hefty 2,897 kilograms, compared to the Tank 300 High 4T at 2,615 kilograms. Payload limits: the Denza's gross vehicle mass, GVM, limits its legal payload to roughly 490 to 590 kg depending on the variant. Once you add a bull bar, a couple of passengers, a fridge full of food, and recovery gear, you will push right up against the legal safety limit. Tank 300 packability: the lighter Tank 300 provides a bit more breathing room for modifications, roof racks, and heavy overlanding equipment without overloading the chassis. On-road manners and daily driving. Denza B5, the sovereign cruiser on paved roads. The Denza B5 is a master-class in comfort. The flagship Leopard trim features the DSSP body control system, an advanced hydraulic adaptive suspension that can lift the vehicle for off-roading or stiffen it up to eliminate body roll around tight corners. Combined with a 16-speaker DV sound system and active noise cancellation, it drives like a luxury European SUV. Tank 300 High 4T, the solid all-rounder. The Tank relies on a more standard coil spring suspension. It is incredibly comfortable for a ladder frame 4x4, but it cannot match the Denza's cornering stability or rapid-fire overtaking power. However, the Tank 300's throttle calibration can occasionally feel a bit doughy when transitioning between gas and electric power, whereas the Denza's power delivery is instantaneous. Ownership, warranty, and long-term costs. For buyers looking to keep these vehicles past a standard finance lease, GWM presents a safer paper trail. Warranty: GWM offers a 7-year, unlimited kilometer warranty with 7 years of roadside assistance. Denza provides a 6-year/150,000 km warranty with only 3 years of roadside assistance. Servicing cost: over a 5-year period, the Tank 300 is significantly cheaper to maintain, costing around $2,610 compared to the Denza B5's $3,542. However, the Tank requires more frequent visits to the shop, every 10,000 kilometers initially, then 15,000 kilometers, whereas the Denza boasts long 20,000 kilometers service intervals.